Was I oblivious or in denial all those years?
Marnie, my brother has gone out of his way to protect you since he was about 10.
No, you're making that up.
Nope. Remember when we would go to the beach and had to cross that little bridge?
You mean by the marina?
Right. Remember how every parent told their kids not to walk on the wall of the bridge because they might fall off and break something?
Yep, the water was shallow and there were rocks below.
A broken bone or head injury was a guaranteed result. Of course, at our age, that was all the encouragement we needed to give it a try.
I remember talking about that. Every time we would use our parents' voices and scold each other. Oh, and who got brave enough to walk on the top?
I would not use the word brave. It was Auntie Nancy Sundquist. I don't think that girl had the brains God gave a goat.
But she never fell.
She got lucky. But we need to get back to my point. When we walked across the bridge, where were you?
I was walking next to you.
And?
Okay, Brad was also next to me.
See, he had you sandwiched in between, so you had no chance of climbing on that wall.
Oh, I get it.
Hang on to that thought. Remember when that punk started teasing you about being a big fat whale?
Wait, you mean Johnny Wrecker?
That's the guy. I think he ended up in prison, or maybe he was kind of forced to enlist in the army. He went away and never came back. But I digress.
Bethany, I didn't know what to do. I really wanted to punch his lights out. I'm sure I was half a head taller, but he was a guy, and I wasn't a brawler.
And the rest of the story? My brother told Johnny to shut his big trap, and that only encouraged the jerk to talk louder. That is, until Brad got up and went after him.
I remember that. It didn't matter that Johnny was 3 years older. Brad had him on the sand and was beating on him. I mean, giving him a good whipping.
There is example number 2.
You mean you've got more?
Girl, I could go on until the end of that football game. I'll just give you one more story.
Oh, good grief.
There was another big no-no, and this one was for real. Nobody was allowed to swim the channel that led from the marina into the lake. You know, the channel by the water treatment plant?
It isn't all that wide, but the water is deep.
And boat traffic. Sailboats are quite maneuverable, but obviously have no brakes. If a kid got in their way in that channel, they could run over them.
Hence, no swimming in that channel.
Hence, just the challenge kids are willing to accept.
We were going to do that, weren't we?
Indeed. We were 15, dumb, and brave. We had been to the beach and decided to see if any boats were coming into or going out of the marina.
That led to the challenge. I think you dared me to dive in and swim across. No boats were in sight. I was going to do it, too.
You were. Brad wrestled you to the ground and held you down until you promised you would not take that risk. He kept screaming, "I won't let you drown."
I'd forgotten that.
First time he ever got on top of you, but probably not the last.
Stop.
He's been nothing but a perfect gentleman. And you know why.
Bethany, get off my case. Anyway, he's gone to Houghton.
And won't be back until late tomorrow night.
Well, I will do just fine in the next 30 hours.
I know, and that's what bothers me. You've got to decide.
I'm running out of patience. You? This is between me and your brother.
No, you goof. Besides my parents and Charlie, I love 2 people, you and my brother. I'm not a bystander.
I get it. You'll just have to be patient. This is the rest of my life.
And he will make that life so fantastic. You know it and are procrastinating.
I only suspect you're right. If I knew, I would act.
You are hopeless. Come on. I'd better go rescue Charlie, or he'll be down in the dumps all afternoon.